Welcome to another thrilling tale from Storyland. This is the story of Julianne Winters, a young journalist with an insatiable curiosity, who receives a mysterious invitation to the enigmatic Midnight Labyrinth. Join us as we delve into a world of secrets, danger, and unexpected twists that will keep you on the edge of your seat. Get ready for an adventure like no other.
The Midnight Labyrinth. It was a quiet evening in the town of Evergrove when the invitation arrived. Julianne Winters, a young journalist with an unyielding curiosity, found the envelope slipped under her apartment door. The envelope was old-fashioned, sealed with wax and bearing a mysterious emblem, a labyrinth with a single red dot in its center. Inside, a handwritten note read, "You are cordially invited to explore the Midnight Labyrinth. Your journey begins at 10 p.m. sharp. Come alone. Trust no one." Julianne's heart raced. She had heard whispers of the Midnight Labyrinth, an enigmatic maze that appeared once every decade, offering untold riches to those who could navigate its secrets. Many had tried, none had succeeded. This was the scoop of a lifetime. At precisely 10 p.m., Julianne arrived at the edge of Evergrove's dense forest, where an ancient stone archway marked the entrance to the labyrinth. Moonlight filtered through the trees, casting eerie shadows on the ground. As she stepped through the archway, the air grew colder, and the forest sounds faded into an unsettling silence. The path ahead was shrouded in mist, and the only light came from the lantern she carried. She felt a shiver of both fear and excitement. Suddenly, a cloaked figure emerged from the mist. "You have come," the figure said in a voice that was neither male nor female. "The labyrinth awaits. Remember, trust no one." The figure vanished as quickly as it had appeared, leaving Julianne to her thoughts. She steeled herself and stepped deeper into the maze. The labyrinth's twists and turns were disorienting. After what felt like hours, Julianne arrived at a clearing with 3 doors, each marked with a different symbol: a lion, a snake, and an eagle. A plaque on the wall read, "Choose wisely. Only one path leads forward. The others lead to certain doom." Julianne pondered the symbols. The lion represented courage, the snake symbolized cunning, and the eagle stood for vision. She knew she needed all 3 qualities to navigate the labyrinth, but which one would guide her true? After a moment's hesitation, she chose the eagle. As she stepped through the door, she felt a rush of wind and found herself in a vast library. The walls were lined with ancient books, and in the center stood a pedestal with a single open book. She approached the book, and the words on the page rearranged themselves before her eyes. To find the path, you must first solve the riddle. The riddle read, "I speak without a mouth and hear without ears. I have no body, but I come alive with wind. What am I?" Julianne thought hard. She remembered her grandfather's stories and his love for riddles. The answer came to her like a whisper. "An echo," she said aloud. The book glowed, and a hidden door in the library opened, revealing the next part of the labyrinth. Julianne stepped into a dark corridor, her lantern flickering. She could hear faint whispers around her, echoing off the walls. As she moved forward, the whispers grew louder, forming coherent words. "Trust no one," they repeated. Suddenly, the corridor split into 2 paths. A man stood at the fork, his face hidden in shadow. "You must choose," he said. "One path leads to the heart of the labyrinth, the other to your demise. I can guide you, but you must trust me." Julianne's instincts screamed caution. "Who are you?" she asked. "A friend," he replied. "I want to help you." She remembered the figure's warning and chose to trust her instincts over the stranger. Ignoring his pleas, she took the left path. The whispers faded, and she emerged into a grand hall filled with mirrors. The hall was disorienting. Each mirror reflected not only Julianne's image but also twisted versions of herself, each one bearing a different expression: fear, anger, sadness, and joy. As she navigated through the hall, she noticed one mirror that showed her holding a key. She reached out to touch it, and the glass rippled like water. Her hand passed through, and she felt a cold, metal key in her grasp. Holding the key, she continued until she found a locked door at the end of the hall. The key fit perfectly, and the door creaked open to reveal a stone staircase descending into darkness. The staircase led to a vast underground chamber. In the center stood an ancient altar, and atop it, a glowing artifact, a golden labyrinth with a ruby at its center, mirroring the emblem on the invitation. Julianne approached cautiously. The air was thick with an oppressive energy, and she could feel eyes watching her. As she reached for the artifact, the chamber trembled, and a deep voice echoed around her. "You have come far, Julianne Winters. But to claim the prize, you must face your greatest fear." The ground before her split open, revealing a chasm filled with swirling shadows. From the darkness, a figure emerged, taking the shape of her worst nightmare, a reflection of herself, twisted and malevolent. The malevolent reflection stepped forward, mirroring Julianne's movements. "You cannot defeat me," it hissed. "I am your doubt, your fear, your failure." Julianne felt a surge of panic but remembered the qualities represented by the symbols: courage, cunning, and vision. She took a deep breath, grounding herself. "You are nothing but a shadow," she said. "You hold no power over me." With those words, she lunged at the reflection, her resolve unshakable. The shadow figure faltered, its form wavering. Julianne struck with all her might, and the figure dissolved into mist, vanishing into the chasm. The chamber fell silent. The oppressive energy lifted, and the artifact's glow intensified. Julianne reached out and grasped the golden labyrinth. The ruby pulsed warmly in her hand. With the artifact in her possession, Julianne retraced her steps, the labyrinth's path seeming clearer now. The trials she had faced were no longer obstacles but memories of her strength and determination. As she stepped out of the stone archway and back into the forest, the first light of dawn broke through the trees. She felt a sense of accomplishment and peace. In the days that followed, Julianne's story of the Midnight Labyrinth captivated the town of Evergrove. The artifact she brought back was a testament to her bravery and intellect. She knew the labyrinth would return in another decade, offering its challenges to those who dared to enter. But for now, Julianne had proven herself worthy. The labyrinth's secrets were hers, and she carried its lessons with her, ready to face whatever mysteries the world had to offer next.
We hope you enjoyed The Midnight Labyrinth, a tale of bravery, wit, and mystery. If Julianne's journey through the maze captivated you, please like, subscribe, and share our channel, Storyland, with your friends. Stay tuned for more exciting stories that will transport you to worlds filled with adventure and wonder.